Greetings, ladies and gentlefish. In this video, I thought I would quickly go over the medium tank missions for the Stug IV. This won't take too long, and then I'll show you some gameplay where I complete medium tank 15, basically. So most of these missions are reasonably straightforward, but I would like to highlight a couple. So, firstly, the incinerator. This is a really annoying mission. It's one of those that you can't really plan for, so the condition is to set an enemy tank on fire. So you want to, even if you know the engine locations and fuel tank locations of the tanks you're facing, this is still a mission that relies a lot on RNG. You can make your life slightly easier, I guess, by giving your gunner the, is it Deadeye perk? To increase your chances of module damage. But frankly, this is RNG based. I would recommend picking a mid-ish tier tank, so around tier 6, because then your tank has a relatively high rate of fire. The more shots you can pump out, the more chances you have of doing those critical hits and getting the fire that you need. But also, if you try and do that at the lower tiers, you can do this down to tier 4. If you try and do this at tier 4, you tend to find that your opponents don't actually have that much health. And so you tend to chew through them really quickly, and you don't want to do that. You want to be able to put enough shots into them to set them on fire before you kill them. You might be able to have some success in something like a Matilda at tier 4, because that has low alpha damage but a high rate of fire. But I mean, I did this, for example, in the Sherman Easy 8, without trying. I was just playing it, and I put a shot through the front of a Type 62, the premium light tank, Chinese tank, set it on fire, it was done. So yeah, it's basically RNG based, but I would recommend mid-tier tank with a high rate of fire gun, and good luck. The other one I will point out is, where is it? This one. An active action. So, with all of these sets of missions, you have platoon-based missions, i.e. you have to complete them within a platoon. This one, for example, as a platoon, cause a total of at least 3,000 hit points of damage to enemy vehicles. Realistically, this obviously becomes easier if you have a platoon of 3 compared with a platoon of 2. Simply because you've got more people, so 3 people need to do 1,000 damage each on average to complete this. 2 people would need to do 1,500 each. These missions are available from tier 4, of course, but you're not really going to do this at tier 4. So I would recommend trying this at probably around tier 7 or higher, maybe tier 8. You can do it at tier 6, but it requires a fairly decent game. So yeah, I think I actually completed this at maybe tier 9 or something. If you're doing it in tier 9 or 10 tanks, it's almost trivial. Yeah, so there is that. And then you get on to the Hunter and the Hunted, which is medium tank 15. Destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers, survive the battle is your secondary. This is, again, it's one of those missions that kind of takes a bit of luck, a bit of RNG on your side. Just pick a medium tank you enjoy playing and play it until you complete the mission. It's not hard to complete. Destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers. Don't go out and specifically hunt it, I don't think. Just, play around and have fun until you do it. It won't be particularly difficult, I don't think. So, without further ado, let's have a look at medium tank 15. Alright, so here is a spot of gameplay where I complete medium tank 15, medium tank mission 15 for the Stug IV. We are in the Panther, top tier, which is nice, on Himmelsdorf. Now, Himmelsdorf is not the best map in the world for this tank, and I'm not going to claim that I play this game particularly well. There are bits where I play like a plonker, but whatever. Medium tank 15, I would say, is one of the easier number 15 missions to complete. It relies more on a bit of luck than any sort of skill, to be honest. I mean, you could make that case for all of them, but I mean, this one, so the mission is just to destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers, and the secondary objective is to survive the battle. I would like to complete both, but we'll see how it goes. The enemy has 3 tank destroyers, so E-25, Su-122-44, and the Flat Panzer, if memory serves. Yep, Flat Panzer. Jagdpanzer 4. We're going up onto the hill here. I'm in the Panther, which is I wasn't specifically trying to do the mission in this tank, I was just grinding the Panther at the time. But it's the sort of tank that I would actually recommend you to use if you wanted to complete this mission. So you're trying to go for kills, and so I would recommend, the minimum tier you can use is 4, but I would recommend play kind of, as I said, a mid-tier machine. High rate of fire is always good. So the Panther has a relatively high rate of fire with its 75mm gun, and it's tier 7, so sort of mid-ish tier. And here's an E25, so here can be victim number 1, which would be nice. But I'm trying to play this a little bit cautiously because I'm very conscious of the fact that they can have lots of scary tanks and tank destroyers pointing up at that outside path around Castle von Himmelsdorf. We're 3-1 up now, 4-1, which is nice, and the enemy Panther is whinging and complaining and moaning about his team. Well, c'est la vie. Of course already. That's what people are like. So I decide it's 4-2, screw it, I'm going to go for it. I want this E25 dead. He is my target. And I have his bum, and I missed that first shot. Hurrah! Nudge up against him and start ploughing shots into this fellow. And I'm just auto-aiming here, and manage to kill him. Hello, Mr. VK. And kill him as well. So that's 2 kills in short order. Both Germans, of course. But I'm in a German tank as well, so perhaps that's unpatriotic, I don't know. There's the enemy artillery. And pick up that cheap little kill too. Kill number 3. I'm definitely not kill stealing. Definitely not, I wouldn't dream of it. T29, I'm just trying to keep him tracked there. And can someone polish him off, or am I going to have to do it? Fine, kill number 4. It's a hard life. And we're winning this 10-7. Now, I need to kill one more enemy tank destroyer and survive. So, the Su-122-44 just got wrecked by our artillery. That means I need the Flat Panzer. Flat Panzer, I'm coming for you. Now, as I say, I wasn't specifically trying to do the mission in this game, but I was bearing in mind the criteria in the back of my head. So I was thinking, to complete the mission I need to kill the Flat Panzer, but I'm not just going to gun him at the expense of all else. That would be dumb. And could get me killed anyway. So they're all over this side of the map. Panzer 4H is over by our artillery. Flat Panzer is over by the RT-34. Flat Panzer has 365 health remaining. I'm going to attempt to make that 365 less. Chi-Ri is also up there. I'm trying to keep my tank angled to make penetrating shots against me quite difficult. And put a shot into the Chi-Ri. And that one bounces on his gun mantlet because Chi-Ri gun mantlet OP. And the KV-1S has actually snuck around and completely compromised this position. And so I have to use both my repair kit and my first aid kit, and there's the Flat Panzer. Kill the Flat Panzer, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. One more shot to polish this guy off. Come on. Mission complete. And kill number 5. KV-1S now has bigger problems than me. Still ploughing shots into this Chi-Ri. Bounce a shot in return from him, and he goes and hides behind something. Can I pick up a top gun? That would really round this game out. Panzer IV gets taken down. Trying to get around the flank of the KV-1S, but frankly the Panther is not the fastest machine in the world. And now there's just the Chi-Ri. He's not got a fat lot of health remaining. Most of our guys are approaching from the west, if you will, from sort of the 3 line. I'm trying to approach from a different direction, as is this Leopard. Nope, the Leopard's going to go over to the left. Fine. See if we can flank this guy. And hopefully kill him. Oh no, the Cheeto has gotten there already. No, no Top Gun for me. Oh well, never mind. As I say, it wasn't the best game in the world by any stretch of the imagination. However, that was the game in which I completed Medium Tank Mission 15 for the Stug. Killed 2 tank destroyers, and I managed to survive the battle, so I completed the secondary objectives as well, and thus I got 5 commendations for that game. Voila. So I hope you guys enjoyed that rundown of the medium tank missions for the Stug. I will hopefully bring some more, dealing with the light tanks, heavy tanks, etc. Missions for them. If you enjoyed that or found it vaguely informative, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel. And I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.